Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Corpo24 here, San Francisco Bay Area, California, Thursday morning. Axis&Allies anniversary, 1941 setup with Sam Kenny, Huner Jones, and Variance. And the war is officially over. I received surrender documents yesterday from Variance and Sam Kenny. Huner Jones and we have ratified the surrender of the Axis powers. So after 5 good rounds, the game is officially over. So I just want to give a big shout out to Sam Kenny for putting this game basically together and hosting it. I had a great time playing with you, Sam, and also thank you for getting this done. And thank you for Huner Jones and obviously Variance for you guys also playing. Had a great time playing with you guys, and hoping we could do this again in the future. Maybe within the next few weeks, whenever you guys are ready, we could do anniversary again or another game if you want. And I would always be down to play. And maybe we can even get more people. So, yeah, it was really fun. I had a good time. Also want to thank you, big thank you to Calvin Hobbs Liker 2, who I've actually met in person, and I've played against him a few times live. He's a really good player, and he, I think he's from the Bay Area, but I think he's now on the East Coast. But he was right. He made a comment. I thought when I took this territory with the Americans that this factory is gone. It just blows up. Apparently I was wrong. I looked up online. The factory stays there. Obviously America cannot build anything off that factory. That factory is now it just stays there for now because that's a Chinese territory. So Japan technically could take it back the next turn if I wanted to. So something I just learned. I didn't know that. I thought that factory would be blown up if the Americans took it. So yeah, every day you learn something new, they say. So yeah, I just want your feedback, guys. What do you think about the game? The Axis, like I said, they surrendered. They thought the war was lost, and I agree with them. I think if they had any chance of victory, it would have to become on this side of the board. Germany does have a lot of tanks. The problem is they're out of range. Norway, you got some panzers there. So they're about a turn or two away from uniting from this main army. And that buys Russia at least 2 rounds. Russia was starting to go on the offense here, as you can see. They have 12 men, 7 artillery, and 3 armor. Germany does have a lot of men coming from the lines behind East Poland. But I don't know. Variance felt like he was never strong enough to penetrate in Moscow, and maybe he's right. You know, I know some of you guys made some comments that the Germans could still come in deep into Russia, but I don't know. The problem is that the Western allies are now starting to, especially mainly America, is starting to come into Africa, and Germany is going to take these territories. We all know that, but now they got to face the Americans coming from the West, and more men and equipment are coming each round, so that's going to be a burden Germany is going to have to face. Here, England is just, I mean, they're just being a pain in the butt, just taking these territories, blocking Germany from reuniting with this main army here. That was my goal by taking Finland and by taking Leningrad. Just, you know, being a pain in the butt. That's my job right now. I'm obviously not strong enough with England to open up a front here. So just kind of focus, go back and forth, kind of a shuck, back and forth, back and forth. And obviously whatever I can, drop some air power in there, Moscow. So I definitely agree with Variance. I don't think Moscow will fall. I think it's still pretty strong. I do have I have some stuff I got to deal with here in Japan, but now that we took this factory from Japan for a turn at least, Japan can't build anything there. And also Japan, even though they have 2 tanks here, they also have to focus on Southeast Asia now. This is going to be a pain in the butt for them now, because now England's here. England has 3 tanks. And China, you know, he can't do everything with these 2 tanks. Sure, he could try to attack that back, but if he takes this guy's just going to go here. It's just going to be kind of a cat and mouse game, so it's going to be more problems for Japan. And he only has 2 tanks here, so so far he can penetrate into Russia. One of the big turning points, I think, of the war was allowing England to get a factory here and starting to build off that factory. Every turn, UK could build 3 more tanks, excuse me. And by doing that, they could either send them this way east, or they could send them west and unite with the Americans, kind of squish the Germans in Africa. So, or even they could build fighters every round, just put them in Moscow, make Moscow just a huge stack of force that the Germans will have no chance. So I felt like the Allies were going to take Asia sooner or later. And as you can see, the Americans have got a transport there. We got another transport there. We still have that Navy here. We were going to go and take some of these territories next and just knock Japan out of the Asian continent for good. But Japan definitely is strong. There's no way I could take Japan, I'll tell you that. Sam did a really good job by putting up a really good defense there. I'm at least, and I probably won't even take Japan. Let's be realistic here. I mean, there's a good chance Germany will fall before Japan. He could just keep building on that, and it's going to be hard for me to take that. So that's fine. As long as I could take these territories, that was my main goal with the Allies. And just, you know, leave Japan alone and then concentrate, obviously, mainly on this side of the board. As Americans, my main goal was actually to go kill Germany first, but what happened earlier was that Japan left 2 carriers here with 1 fighter on it and on a cruiser. And when I saw that situation, I knew right away I got to take advantage of that situation. So I had, as I recall, I had a carrier with 2 fighters. I had a bomber, a fighter from Hawaii, another fighter from Western U.S., and a destroyer. And I was able to come in here, and I rolled really good, actually. And I knocked out that main Japanese force. It was 2 carriers, a fighter, and a cruiser gone, and I lost like a destroyer, and I think I lost like 1 fighter. But once you see something like that happen, I think with the Allies, you got to take advantage of it. And that's what I did. And after I won that battle, I pretty much went, as you know, I went pretty heavy on the Pacific. And I was able to come down here and secure these islands pretty quick, take the Philippines. And the Americans pretty much had Japan on the defense. So things happen sometimes. And like I said, I was going to go kill Germany first. But once I saw that fleet hanging out there with just 1 fighter, I just said I got to go kill Japan first. So sometimes you got to change your strategy. It's just how it works sometimes. But again, thank you guys for playing. I had a great time as always. Thank you, Sam Kennedy, Huner Jones, Variance. And let's do this again, hopefully, within the next few weeks, and maybe we can get more guys. And yeah, hope you guys had a good time playing too. I'm sure you did. And I will be starting my tournament this Saturday. We will be playing Anniversary. We have 4 games going on, and I will try to get some video up. I don't think I'm playing. I'm going to be the judge, but I'll do my best to try to get some video up just to show you guys what's going on. And yeah, thank you everyone for the comments. We had some great comments from a few of you guys. You guys know who you are. Always appreciate the feedback. And yeah, let's do this soon. All right, guys. Everyone have a good week / weekend coming up, and I hope I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, deuces.